Hello, everybody. This was a question and a concern that I had that a couple students raised in my Facebook group. And if you aren't a member already, please click down in the description below, join our group. We have a fantastic community of a lot of students studying from all over the country, always looking to help out. And you also give me suggestions about things that I could incorporate into my presentations, my videos. So this was one that I wanted to do because they asked, Stu, I am a student with ADHD, some learning disabilities. What are some great study tips that you have for me? So, first one that I want to talk about is your study space and your mindset when you're sitting down to study. So, obviously, if your desk looks like the one on the left, you might not be in the best study space, okay? Also, if it's not well lit, if there's too many distractions going on, you got the dog barking in the background, kids are playing, all that kind of stuff. And all of those, here's the thing, you might not be able to completely eliminate them, but you definitely can reduce them. Okay. You could reduce them down to a point where it just might make sense for you to look at your workspace and analyze it. Again, not only the space itself, but externalities. Also, your state of mind. What do I mean? So, obviously, studying is a daunting task sometimes, and especially more so for people with ADHD. Okay. Sitting down to study is not a fun thing. Also, if you're really excited about something or there's a lot of positive things going on with you, you also might be distracted too. Like if you just bought a new car or you're thinking about the dinner you're about to have, or you're really like in just a great state of mind, as a student with ADHD, that might be something that might also trip you up as well. People always think that, oh man, I have to be in a positive state of mind to study. But sometimes when you have ADHD and some learning disabilities, you might actually struggle if you're way too positive, because you're going to always look at that shiny object and be like, oh man, like especially you get a new puppy, you're building a new swimming pool, whatever the case may be. If there's something on your mind, there's just the shiny object in the corner, and it just seems like that's like on the top of your mind, you might not get the most out of your study session. So let's talk about also studying in shorter bursts. Okay. So sometimes people, especially adult learners that have ADHD, they might sit there and say, oh my gosh, I got to study for a long period of time. I got to study for 2 hours. Some people say 3 hours, 4 hours. It might not be a better bet for you. Okay. So what I always tell people is study in shorter bursts. Focus on learning 5 words a day. Say, okay, I'm going to learn 5 words today. When you first wake up, keep it short, keep it simple, keep it concise. Learn your 5 words and then move on. Okay. So longer study sessions is not necessarily better as far as your key to success. So you want to keep that in mind. Sometimes if you want to study for 2 hours, you might be better at breaking that 120 minutes down into shorter little 20 to 30 minute bursts throughout the day, because then you'll be able to focus. You'll also know that it's not really a long time that you're going to be sitting down, and also it'll focus you on keeping yourself on task with learning the vocab. I think that vocab is such a big thing. People say to me, oh, I'm taking practice exams. And I find the practice exams, especially for students with ADHD, they sometimes don't perform as well on those practice exams, and that can mentally get them down. So I don't want to see you guys really get down about, the test, about what you're taking, about what's going on. So I really want to see you come up with the best possible outcome. And the best possible outcome is really learning those vocab words. And that's what I would do. I would learn 5 to 10 words a day and say it out loud, something my students don't do enough. Say it out loud, explain it, and talk through your explanation of it. Give examples and use your own words, because that's going to help you develop that inner voice inside your head that'll actually hone and really be available to you when you're ready to take that test. So you sit down, you ask a question, or rather you're asked a question, And what will happen is you'll get just that memory recall, and you'll hear that little voice inside your head explaining it the way that you've been practicing to explain it. So that's a really great study tip for just anyone in general. The next one is talk about my Post-it note trick. I love Post-it notes. Get those colorful Post-it notes. And what you want to put on a Post-it note is don't try to put 5 paragraphs on it. If you are going to be writing more than what you could fit on a Post-it note, writing in a marker, then it is way too much. Put quick little tips and tricks down, acronyms, easy stuff that you can remember. And what you want to do is put them all throughout the house. Because then what happens is you're not necessarily sitting down to study. What you're doing is you're looking at those throughout the day. And when you see it, maybe you say, oh, that's that. And what'll happen is you'll have a really nice memory recall. Like if I asked you to describe your favorite movie, probably be easier for you to give me more details about your favorite movie than your favorite book. Okay. And the reason for that is we are very visual creatures. Okay. So if you're shoving in your face visuals thing all day, you're going to have a much better time studying for your exam. And I love the Post-it note trick because it's a real quick, simple way for you to kind of get your studying in, but throughout the day and not in a really crammed study session. Last but not least, take a break. If you are overstudying and your brain is turning into mushy potatoes, take that much needed break. Take a day break. You don't have to study every day. You don't have to read this stuff every day. Do not stress yourself out, because I can guarantee you that you are going to get more results when you start not stressing yourself out about these situations. So guys, I really do hope that helped you out. I hope that gave you a couple tips and tricks. And again, if you have any questions, this was kind of asked in my Facebook group. So again, join the Facebook group. I have a link down below for that. Also, keep in mind, if you're not subscribed, hit subscribe, hit like, and I'll see you guys real soon.